Hello my dear students, in this video we are going to revise lesson 1 from civics portion, the Indian legislature. So in the introduction part we discussed about our government. In India we have government at two levels, central and state. The government at both these levels has three organs or three branches. Our government has three branches: legislative, executive and judiciary. These are the things we discussed in the first paragraph. We have government at two levels, and the government at both these levels has three organs or branches. They are executive, legislature and judiciary. And in the second paragraph we discussed about the bicameral and unicameral system of government. Okay, in India there are two types of legislatures are there, bicameral and unicameral. Bicameral has two chambers, unicameral has only one house. The central legislature is also known as parliament and it is a bicameral. That means it has two chambers, upper house and a lower house. The legislative of a state consists of the governor of the state and the house of the state legislative, and maybe it will be a bicameral or unicameral. In a bicameral state legislature, lower house is called Vidhan Sabha or the legislative assembly, the upper house is called Vidhan Parishad or the legislative council. In the state level, the lower house is called Vidhan Sabha or the legislative assembly, the upper house is called Vidhan Parishad or legislative council. Okay, and next we discussed about lower house. Here we discussed about polls, constituency, secret ballot, etc. etc. What are polls? The people choose their representative through elections. These elections are also called polls. People, all of you know this, people choose their representative through elections, and elections called polls. And what is a constituency? For the purpose of election, the territory of the country is divided into areas. It is called constituency. And what is secret ballot? Voting is done by secret ballot. In this system, the ballot cast by each voter remains secret. In a secret ballot system, the ballot cast by each voter remains secret. Okay, and next here we discussed about the election, procedure of election, who conduct the election, what is election commission, what are polling booth, what is ballot paper, what is electronic voting machine, etc. etc. Okay, elections to the Indian legislature are conducted by the election commission. In India, election is conducted by election commission, and the election commission fixes the dates of election and marked out the constituencies, and it is set up polling booths. Polling booth means what? The people where they go for casting their vote, and they also provide ballot papers and electric voting machines. Okay, election in India, the election is conducted by election commission, and it arranges dates of elections and marks out the constituencies, and it is set up polling booths, allowing or providing ballot papers, electronic voting machines, etc. etc. Okay, and who can choose members? All the Indian citizens above the age of 18 can exercise franchise, right to vote, and it is called universal adult franchise. The people, those who are living in India, if they are above the age of 18, they have the right to cast vote. It is called universal adult franchise. The names of those who can vote are recorded in the voters list. Okay, and the President of India may nominate up to 2 members from the Anglo-Indian community to Lok Sabha if there are not enough elected members to represent the community. Or who can be the member? Who can be the member of lower house? What are the qualifications? He must be a citizen of India, and he must be at least 25 years old. He must not be bankrupt or mentally unsound, and he must not hold any government job. These are the qualifications if you want to become a lower house member. Okay, and who is the presiding officer? The speaker conduct the proceedings of the house and maintain order within the house. And the speaker may take vote on the issue, and he can exercise his own casting vote only in case of a tie. Newly elected members elect from among themselves as a presiding officer. What we can call him? Speaker. He is the presiding officer. And who is a deputy speaker? The members also elect a deputy speaker who conduct the proceeding of the house in the speaker's absence. If the speaker is absent, the deputy speaker will take care of all the proceedings. Okay, and here we discussed about the upper houses. Upper houses is never dissolved. That is a speciality. Upper house is never dissolved. It is not officially broken up after a fixed term of to be formed. Okay, or 1/3 of its members retire every 2 years. Upper house is never dissolved, and 1/3 of its members retire every 2 years. And who can choose members? An upper house has elected members and nominated members. The elected members are elected indirectly. Upper house has elected members and nominated members. And who can be a member of upper house? What are the qualifications to become a member of an upper house of legislature? He must be a citizen of India. He must be at least 30 years old. He must not be bankrupt or mentally unsound, and he must not hold any government job. Okay, and who is the presiding officer? The chairman. The chairman is the presiding officer, or a chairman presides over an upper house of legislature. The vice president of India is the chairman of Rajya Sabha. Okay, Vice President of India is the chairman of Rajya Sabha. Okay, and next we discussed about the chief functions of the legislature. What are the important functions of legislature? First function is making laws, and here we discussed about bills, ordinary bills, money bills, etc., etc. What is a bill? A proposal for a new law or for a changing in an existing law is called a bill. Okay, two types of bill are there: ordinary bill or a money bill. Okay, a bill which deals with income and expenditure of the government is called money bill, and the rest bills are called, or other bills are called, ordinary bills. Bill means a proposal for a new law or for a change in an existing law is called a bill. A bill can be either ordinary bill or a money bill. Okay, understood? And next we discussed about the division of law-making powers. Here we discussed about 3 lists: union list, state list, and concurrent list. Okay, India's constitution specifies the subjects on which laws can be made by the center and state, and the subjects are divided into 3 lists: union list, state list, and concurrent list. Okay, and next we discussed about the control over government finance. Here we discussed about budget. Every year a government places its budget before the legislature. And what is meant by budget? It shows in detail the expected income of the government and how it is to be spent. Okay, and next we discussed about the importance of the legislature. What are the important features, or what is the importance of legislature? The Indian people form their own legislature by electing suitable representative from among themselves, or after completing one term in office, a member of the legislature must again get the people's vote or order to serve another term. And the government is answerable to people's representative in the legislature. The government runs on the revenue collected as taxes from the people. Therefore, the people representative in the legislature exercise control over the government's income and expenditure. Once again, I will summarize what we have learned in this lesson. First, we discussed about the 3 arms of government, or 3 branches of government. What are the 3 branches, or what are the 3 arms of government? We discussed about legislature, executive, and judiciary. Then we discussed about the types of legislature. We have bicameral legislature and a unicameral legislature. In the central legislature is also called parliament, and it is a bicameral legislature. That means it has 2 houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. And in a state level we have, maybe it is a in a bicameral state legislature, the lower house is called Vidhan Sabha or the Legislative Assembly. And we discussed about the lower house. Here we discussed about polls, constituency, secret ballot, etc. etc. Polls means the people choose their representative through elections. These elections are called polls. And what is meant by constituency? Constituency means at the election or at the time of election, for the purpose of election, the territory of the country is divided into small areas. It is called constituency. And what is meant by secret ballot? The people, they are casting vote, or voting is done by secret, and in this system the ballot cast or the vote cast by each voter remains secret. Okay. So up to here all of you read again and again. If you have any doubt about this lesson, you can ask through the comments. Okay.